The question is Twitch profitable or not? Let's answer that. I asked this question, and this all ties in. Because a lot of people think that Twitch should just fork over the money. Twitch, you make millions and billions and trillions of dollars. You're a money printing machine. Just fork over the money. Pay for the rights. Facebook did it. You can too, because you're owned by Amazon. And I was curious about that. And so I asked it. I asked this on Saturday, leading into Sunday. Do you think that Twitch is profitable? And so here are the answers. The winner with 27.7% was a bit profitable. Above that, 25.6% believe that it was very profitable. So that's, what's that? 53% believe that Twitch is making money. More than half. The next biggest group, 26.8%, believe that it is nowhere near profitable. Hemorrhaging money left, right, and center. And then the smallest group, the only one that didn't cross 20%, 19.9, close, was almost profitable. And I thought it was kind of interesting to go further down this rabbit hole and see if we could actually get an idea of how much Twitch makes. And right now, more than ever, I think we can. I think we can actually come up with a pretty good estimate on whether or not Twitch is profitable. Let's do the math here. Let's try to figure this out. Obviously, Twitch is a platform. When I stream, I go live. I've been live for 1 hour and 22 minutes. I put out a total of 2.6 gigabytes of data. 2.6 gigabytes of data has already gone out in an hour and 20 minutes. And that's generally a little bit lower than a lot of people. Because if you go to AWS Elemental Media Package, it is essentially their white label version of the Twitch service. You can get a live stream service that you set up on any website and kind of go through it. Here it is. Live ingest, 3 cents per gigabyte. So my stream has so far cost about 7 cents to Twitch. Live origination and package pricing. So origination is the person who is actually watching it to deliver that content to them. How much is it? And it's 5 cents per gigabyte. So for each one of you guys watching, for the 2 hours that you've watched, it has been about 12 cents that it's been cost. Then they have some examples here. For typical ingest of a single live video stream that has a 5 bit rates. So this is encoding options, presuming that you have the options of 1080p, 720, etc. So that's why it has different bit rates. The rate of gigabytes per hour streaming would be 4.175 gigabytes. So that's what we're saying for every 1 hour streamed is 4.175 gigabytes of ingest data. The outgest or the origination is a little bit lower than that. They determined that the average is 3 megabytes per second. So it's a little bit lower. Some people put their numbers in 720p. Some people watch in 360. Some people only watch it in audio only. So there is kind of a lower number overall. And we can actually go to, 2019, and we can see exactly how many hours were streamed and how many hours were watched. 11 billion hours were watched. And then if we go to, I believe it's under channels, 2019, we can find out the exact number of hours streamed. There it is, 432 million hours streamed. So we do the math on those. 432 million hours streamed at 3 cents per gigabyte, 4.175 gigabytes per hour. You get about $54 million in total costs. So that's what it costs to actually send the streams out. For the total amount of time watched, 11 billion hours watched at 2.64 gigabytes per hour with an origination rate of 5 cents. That's $1.45 billion. So we're already up to $1.5 billion in cost just for the video to send and receive. Okay? Now we have to think about data, because there's VODs. Everybody's got VODs. Everybody's got clips. So let's figure out what that is. 432 million hours times 4.175 gigabytes gives us 1.8 billion gigabytes of data. 150 million hours, or sorry, gigabytes of data per month gives us $6 million per month. So $6 million times 12 gives us $72 million total. What next? What next? Now, again, we can also kind of assume that Twitch gets a discount rather than business pricing. So Twitch probably gets, maybe it's 25% less, maybe it's 33% less, maybe it's 20% less, maybe it's 15% less. But we can assume that they probably get a discount both on in terms of the total cost to store this data and to send it, because they're going to have higher prices for business purposes than they would internally, of course. Let's just go with these numbers. What comes next? Well, after that, it's staff. That's probably going to be the next biggest expense. In 2019, they had 1,536 staff accounts. Okay? This was January 2nd, 2020. And because we know that Twitch staff are situated around the world, most of them are in San Francisco, but we'll just go with it around the world data. Salary, tech, San Francisco. 143, 155 in San Francisco, 143 in New York, 142 in Seattle, 137. Okay. So low to mid 100s, six figures. So if we assume, or if we do the math on that, because of the number of Twitch staff they have, 1,500, whatever I said, that works out to about $200 million in total cost. Then we probably also have to factor in, factor 2.5 for salary for total compensation. Yeah, you have to factor in perks, benefits, hoodies, swag, travel. Twitch offices are known to have very, very good cookies. Those are probably not cheap. All kind of adds up. So, okay, we add on another $100 million on top of that. Then you got to have somewhere for these people to work. And back in 2016, Amazon Twitch signs a 185,000 square foot lease in Chinese Back Tower, $62 per square foot, excludes taxes, insurance, and maintenance costs. So if we start including those, simple math calculation there, probably adds a couple dimes, couple nickels to the top of that price. $62 per square foot's a lot. And that's evidently a discount rate. The rent increased by 3% each year over the 10-year term, according to sources familiar with the deal. Around the city's average asking rent for new projects, which usually exceeds $80 per square foot. But Twitch may have received a discount thanks to Amazon's strong credit rating. Then you also have to think that 2019, because this is the year that we're focusing on. We're focusing in on 2019. 2019 was the year that Ninja left. Shroud left in 2019 as well. They're now back on the platform. But that fired off a kind of a content wars of trying to secure streamers. They also made deals with the NFL. They signed existing streamers to the platform. So they probably forked over a whole bunch of money to actually keep people on this platform. I don't think everybody was getting, 30 million deals that Ninja was getting, but definitely there was money going around. So maybe that adds another 75, maybe $100 million on top of total cost. Maybe it's less than that, but let's just go with 75. Let's just go with 75 for the sake of it. So, all in all, that brings us roughly to about $1.8 to $1.9 billion in total costs. 1.8 to 1.9. That's how much Twitch cost to operate for 2019. Fortunately, it's a lot easier to actually figure out how much Twitch made, surprisingly, because there's not a whole bunch of different calculations that need to be made. We do have only 2 bits of data. One is okay. The other is pretty important. This was back earlier this year where the initial reports on Twitch's revenue on ads came out, and people were going, well, they're not making enough money. They're not making enough money on ads. They were aiming for $500 million, and they only sold $300 million in ads. Twitch was hoping to see ad revenues between $500 and $600 million in 2019, with the service eventually hitting $1 billion. Says it only translated to a modest 230 years in ad revenue in 2018. We don't care about that. 2019, $300 million. Okay. But this number will be important. They were hoping for $600 million. They only had $300 million in ads. We do have this article, though. This is an article from Superdata. Superdata has clarified that Twitch's revenue, which covers ads, donations, subscriptions, sponsorship, only dwarfs YouTube's gaming division. And this article was Twitch generated more revenue than YouTube gaming in 2019. Here it is. The Amazon-owned streaming platform made $1.54 billion last year, compared to YouTube gaming $1.46 billion. We don't care about that. We only care about $1.54 billion. So if they have a total cost of the platform of $1.8 billion, roughly, that's what it cost to operate in 2019, and they made $1.5 billion, that's a shortfall of $300 million, which is what they were hoping to achieve in ad sales. Which means, going back to the question at hand, is Twitch profitable? No, but almost. It is almost profitable. It is almost at that point. Had they made the ad sales that they intended, they would have hit it. And I think that's important for creators to know. I think that's important for us to know as we deal with the platform. It means that we don't have to, as streamers, bend over backwards to say, yes, because everybody does this. Everybody does this little dance of, I know this platform needs to make money. I know that, but I know that we don't have to worry about their finances. We don't have to worry about their finances. Instead of worrying about Twitch making money, we should be working together as streamers to say, look, the financial success of this platform is going to rely on the content and the creator community that exists here. If you have a thriving creator community, if you have streamers that are making money, that they can stream more, that they can focus on their communities more, that they don't have to have a part-time job, that they can go full-time, that they can focus on developing content, new content, fresh content, creating more reasons for new people to come to this platform, then Twitch doesn't have to go outside the platform to hire Complex, to hire these other places that create content and bring content to the platform, because the content will be created here and it will be new and fresh and unique and designed for the platform rather than forced down the throats. Those 3 shows that they're bringing in from Complex, I don't get it. I don't get it. You could easily encourage the development of those shows here. You could easily encourage the creativity of people who are on this platform to create those kind of shows and grow the next gen rather than growing an old gen. So, is Twitch profitable? No. Almost. And as such, the streaming community should rally together and go, you know what? Decisions that are made by Twitch should benefit the creator community, because the more benefits that we get, the better it's going to do for Twitch.